Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Android Authority Podcast, a super special edition where we talk about topics in Android every single week. I'm your host, Joshua Vergara, and yes, this is a CES 2016 episode. And the best part about this week, you're going to get an episode every single day that we are working at CES. And we're standing in Pepcom Digital Experience, where drinks do happen. Cheers, my friends. Cheers. Oh, Nicole doesn't have one.
What's going on with you?
I drank it already. I'm super conservative.
She actually came here to look at devices.
She actually came here to do work.
Didn't realize none were here.
But we do have a very special guest here, Nicole Scott of MobileGeeks, and
Hello.
I did put out a bit of a blast to people if they wanted if they know where we are. So if they come in, we might, hand the mics over and stuff, but we are going to be sharing mics today. But I am joined by one of our podcast hosts, Nirave.
Howdy, y'all.
And someone that I've wanted to have on the podcast for forever, Edgar Cervantes.
Hello there.
All right.
Hello.
So we've been here for a couple of days, and it's just casual talk, okay? Just casual talking. And yes, the YouTube version, yes, we have YouTube versions of this podcast going on. How has the show been so far? Because obviously we get our early meetings, we get our press conferences. CES officially hasn't even started.
Yeah, it hasn't even started.
Yeah.
It's just we're in the highly caffeinated sleepless phase.
It doesn't even start tomorrow, does it?
No, it does.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Tuesday?
It kind of starts tomorrow.
No, it does start tomorrow.
No,
tomorrow's the 5th. Or today's the 5th.
Wednesday.
Today's the 5th.
Today is the 5th.
Today's the 5th. It starts tomorrow.
It starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Tomorrow.
So we basically established that no one knows where or when we are.
Because I think for press it starts at day -3 now.
So guys, just join us for CES 2017 and we might just make it there.
Yeah.
We're just going to stay here the rest of the year until the next CES.
Josh has got his bed underneath the camera.
Yeah, right there.
It's a smart bed.
It's gonna prop up after I say hello bed or something like that. But of course IoT, more IoT stuff.
Oh, everything's connected now.
Yeah.
Everything. Even my mother.
What does that even mean?
She does have a smartphone.
My mom doesn't.
Does have a smartphone, I agree.
Connected mothers. The
Well,
future of IoT.
Well, there is the mother stand with that creepy babushka-like doll that's connected.
A what now?
Have you not seen that?
What does it do?
It watches you.
Oh, so it's a baby camera, so okay.
No, it senses.
It's a mother camera.
It senses you. It has sensors and stuff.
I
and
just-
then it,
React to when you're there, okay.
yeah.
I just skeeved out.
I know, it's
it
creepy.
senses you.
And you can put little things around your house to help mother sense you.
Oh.
They really don't want me doing their pitch for that.
Let's be fair
The
though.
porn industry is gonna adopt that.
No, but guys, let's be fair. Mothers don't need a camera. Most mothers are connected whether we bloody like it or not.
Yeah, that might be
Mama, if you're listening, I do love you. Please don't hit me.
Speaking of
Tweet something right now.
I'm getting beats, y'all.
somewhere in the guise of slightly awkward things. Yes, I know the microphone covers are overly colorful.
Hey.
Josh loves purple.
I do. But I said I wanted them to coincide with the chords that we're using for them, and then Edgar over here is like, he's like, oh,
That's purple of kind.
I wanted to make it colorful.
yes.
Yeah,
Make
true.
it lively.
Yeah.
Well, was there anything else that you saw? Because I'm going to get into our two guys over here, but I did want to hear more from you about how your experience has been. Yeah.
Well, so far, I was at the Intel press conference before this,
Yeah.
and Intel and Segway and Xiaomi got together.
Segway.
And Segway, yeah. So now there is a Xiaomi 9-bot Segway that you can ride around, and then it has a little face, and then you can attach robot arms to it and talk to it, and it can
Oh,
run around your apartment.
This is what you were talking
and,
about,
Yeah. So I can now have a robot roommate. So I just want everyone to know, I'm in 2016, the year that Nicole Scott moves in with a robot.
Please don't drop the mic. Please, I just got these.
You need a robot to fist bump you.
Yeah, no roommate yet.
Okay, so Segway.
Segway.
So it's like on a hoverboard.
Yeah, it's a hoverboard with a knee brace.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah, so it's like the Segway, and this, and then the head, and then you can attach 2 arms to it, and then it like can do stuff. It's your robot butler roommate.
I don't know what to say.
Don't judge me for calling it a butler. Oh, you might not move in with me.
Guys, let's be fair. You will always just use it as a butler.
Yeah, I know. My new robot roommate.
My robot roommate, who's otherwise known as my bitch.
Nirav's back in form on the podcast, yes. So, this also marks another occasion. I've been gone for a while. He's like, why are you back?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love you.
Yeah.
Back.
You left?
Yeah.
Say what now? I mean,
Well-
we only heard about your sabbatical like 10 times, dude.
Yeah, they really.
Oh, no, it was 11, my bad.
11? Which is how many In-N-Out burgers we had the other night. Anyway.
In an hour.
In an hour. Not even. We have like 8 left over. So, but yeah.
Like 60, though.
Well, I'm super excited to be back on the podcast, and I needed it to be like something, really special. So I wanted to have guests on. I wanted to have, really great audio equipment to do it on location, have YouTube versions of it. I'm super excited to be back. But yeah, Nirave, the podcast that you guys were on leading up to this particular one we're on right now, I think I heard a thing or two.
Is it now?
Yeah. I
Really?
think you guys were talking some smack about old Joshua Vergara over here, huh?
Well, the only thing is, normally we just talk smack about you, but we're not recording. And now you weren't there. We just thought, hey, let's just record this.
People are just being real. You know?
Yeah,
We're just keeping it real, y'all. Just keeping it real, bro.
That's what you
That's
wanted the podcast to be, isn't it?
That was the whole idea. Was for
The
me
real
to
cast.
lose friends. Yes, absolutely. Was for me to lose friends. But to that end, I did want to get one thing out of the way. Joe, yes, I'm wearing skinny jeans right now. Okay, get the hell out of my face. He's the one who said it first.
No, but Joe, if you're watching, which I hope you are, sleep with 2 eyes open, yo. Because I'm in the US now, and I got 6 months to come get you.
Well, okay,
Love you. Not.
Nirave has the mic now. I do want to know from you. This is your first CES, right?
I didn't hear a word you just said. It's so loud. It's my first CES, and it hasn't actually started yet, and yet we seem to have done everything. So we're
To
going
an
to
extent.
find stuff to do, but you know what? I've done MWC, I've done IFA. I'm pretty much like Vegas. You go big or you go home, and that seems to be even what Pepcom is like. It's like 3 times the friggin' size of other Pepcoms.
Yeah. No, of course, yeah. No, but it should be this big. Because I need to have like high anxiety, so I drink more. And like be hungover for the very first day of CES. Because that's what happens in Vegas.
And that's why we have Nicole on these podcasts. She keeps it real.
Keeps it 100.
We won't say it, but our guest can say what she likes.
Keep it 100 over here, right?
So what she's
For
basically
sure.
said is, to handle CES, we just have to be hammered. At least the night before.
But kind of.
How could you do it sober?
Yeah.
Easy. Just carry a bottle of flask, a bottle of water.
A bottle
that's
of
actually
flasks.
vodka.
You see that? A bottle of flasks.
A bottle of flask of vodka around with you, that's actually, a water around you, that's actually vodka.
We are doing,
Maybe
this
not.
is, we are teaching the Android faithful the wrong things right now.
Life lessons from Android Authority.
You know what? It's fair though, because these are the events where this stuff happens. There's literally behind the camera right now are sliders. What's that on the right there? Is that like?
Well,
It's like a meat something on
It's a meat something.
well, no,
It's
guys,
like bread with meat and cheese on top.
don't forget, we have just Periscope the entire Pepcom
Yeah,
hall.
I hope you guys saw Periscope. That was
I was
yeah.
Periscoping the entire Pepcom hall, and hopefully, if we get this out and you guys can catch up on it, do check out the replay. I mean, you've probably got about 18 hours left and stuff like that. But if you want to see food, booze, and a tiny bit of tech, that 10-minute recap is literally just go check out Android Authority on Twitter. You will literally see the link. And yeah, you will see Pepcom, the Pepcom that nobody actually shows you.
Wait, so just to incentivize them to go, how much time did you spend at the beach volleyball stand in the middle with the girls in the bikinis hitting the
They were
volleyball?
not bikinis.
I saw
They were
girls in
None.
shorts
bikini.
with shirts.
Okay,
I
well,
wanted to see
shorts,
bikinis.
shorts. There was when I was there was a girl in shorts and she had a bikini top.
Oh, okay.
Who
That
wears
counts
short
as the
shirts?
bikini. Yeah.
Shorts.
So can we cancel the
Shorts,
podcast now? Go to the
And
bikinis?
guys,
Oh, then maybe, I don't know.
Because I didn't actually show that part of it. Because we're a family-friendly channel. But I showed you something even cooler.
Are we a
But you gotta
family-friendly channel?
We are, kinda,
Are we?
ish, maybe 1%.
Didn't I pick the right people for this right now?
But basically, check it out. We didn't show you the beach ball. We showed you something cool. I can't tell you what it is. But check out the Periscope and hopefully you'll see it.
Maybe so.
Okay.
This is probably this is the start that I wanted. We're doing a podcast a day up until we leave Vegas. This is going to be amazing. I love this. It looks like we're having guests on.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Adam Doud
Check it out.
and Steven Schenck over here. There we go.
Adam? What's Adam?
How's it going, everybody?
I have a real question for you.
Okay.
Do you like short shorts?
Do I like short shorts? On me or on other people?
On top of it.
On
This
you.
is, you're killing this here. The real question you need to be asking is, do you want to see me in short shorts?
And he takes the mic away.
And how? Whatever.
Yes, we are recording. We're right
Here's
there.
another question. Who wants drinks?
If you want to go grab them,
Drink?
it's all good.
Drink?
I'm good.
I'm okay for now. I'm okay for now.
You're gonna double fist it here?
For Jaime. Yeah, for Jaime.
We look out
Okay,
for the rest
so
of the crew.
let's scoot you in real quick, Adam. I want everyone to see.
I asked the bartender for a rum and coke. She said Bacardi or
little bit.
Captain Morgan. I said, who gives a crap? So she gave me both. I love it.
So there are a lot of our friends are here at Pepcom right now. If they haven't already gone to the Huawei Honor Party, which we could go after this, I'm just saying. But anyway, I did tell all of them that they could just kind of come on. And here are two people from PocketNow. How's it going, Steven? One of the hosts, by the way, of the PocketNow Weekly.
This is my first CES and first trade show. I am overwhelmed. I am scared. I am full of woe and nerves, and it's having a wonderful time.
Whoa, as in W-O-E, or whoa?
Can it be both?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it could be both. W-H-O-E. Maybe like that. How about you, Adam? How are things? You came in last for your team, right?
Yeah,
Like-
well, it's my first CES and my first trade show as well. I'm killing it.
The question is,
yeah.
we've
Fist bump that.
established, guys, that the secret to trade shows is alcohol. So do you drink?
Like a fish, I think is the answer.
Like a champ, brother.
Well, I have a phrase for my friends back in England. Like a goldfish swimming in a bowl full of tequila, Jack Daniels, and vodka.
That's a good way to lose a precious pet.
You left out the rum, brother.
Nothing like a bit of Bacardi, brother.
I am constantly changing the levels right now.
You're on your game.
I am trying my best. This is only my second drink, and it probably will be my last.
I like it. It's like a baby mixer.
It really is. That's why I
Very
love this
cute.
thing. This is what's going to bring our podcast for the rest of the week.
Josh took a month off, so we all kind of decided without telling him. Josh, I thought I'd tell you now. We're going to make this podcast as difficult as possible.
That's
so
fine.
You just got to we've got to make sure you're on your game, make sure you're worthy, and all
Nirave.
Well, you are taking kind of the lazy way out since you're not recording 4 individual tracks.
3 individual tracks right here.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's doing individual tracks.
Well, then go back and do it later. Who cares?
Well, I'm
about
just making
now?
sure, because if it peaks, it peaks. That's all I'm saying.
Fix it in post.
If it peaks, it peaks. Right in the middle of the frame. All right, well,
So I'm kind of excited that we have 3 CES virgins with us, Josh.
yes, exactly.
3
And we are popping.
Oh, you too?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I've done like MWC 6 times and EFA 5, so I have the advantage of
you know what
knowing
you're
trade
doing.
shows.
You've been around
but
the block once or
But
twice.
this is only my second ever visit to Las Vegas.
Really? It's my first visit to Las Vegas.
We haven't been to Vegas
Viva
before.
Las Vegas!
You know what?
Let's not.
I dig this town. I get why people like coming here. So.
Okay. Do you want me to share with you the best activity to do in Las Vegas that your friends will enjoy back home?
Gamble.
No, friends will enjoy back home.
Well,
Gamble.
that the friends
Don't
on.
get spent
I have the
property.
stratosphere on my radar.
That's a good one. But when
What,
you're
you gonna
walking
do it?
down the strip,
Yeah.
there are the
very serious about
the
this.
Mexicans. Edgar can demonstrate when he gets back, and they flick the prostitute cards,
Yeah.
Oh.
right? And so you collect them, and
yeah.
then you look through them for ones that look like your friends. And
Oh my God! Yes. You know what?
I've actually got some doubles that I was hoping I might be able to trade with you. So.
Are these like Pokemon? Gotta catch them all?
kind of.
Sort
yeah.
of. But,
Guys?
just with more boobs.
Okay, so if anybody out there who's listening to this, I'm sorry to the listeners, but at least for the YouTube version, if you're wondering where all the tech coverage is, just go back in the channel and you'll find the rest. Because this podcast just went off the
Just to
rails.
follow on from what Nicole said, it's even better when you find one that's the spitting image, like the doppelganger of a friend. It's so good.
Supposedly, And it's funny that you ask about the short shorts because supposedly my podcast partner, Ryan St. Andrew, says that I have a doppelganger in Orlando, Florida, who roller skates and wears short shorts.
Oh my goodness.
So Ron Jeremy.
This is it.
I'm sorry?
Adam likes short shorts.
But yeah, so it's good times.
I can't believe I just uttered that name on our podcast.
The
Well,
most
anyway.
important question you'll be asked today, does that mean we can see you in short shorts?
Sort of. And it actually hasn't been proven that that's not me flying down there.
Okay, well,
You never see Clark Kent and Superman at the same time, I'm just saying.
that's fair. Okay, way too many cheers in the middle of my frame, all right?
Weren't
All
you
right,
guys
right.
talking about tech before we showed up? Did
A
we,
little
like-
bit, a little bit.
Oh,
Or-
okay.
yeah, a
These
little
guys are
bit.
bad
I
influences.
was not
Well, this is what I want to know from you two, all right? What have you seen so far? Everything that we've seen so far is the embargoes are lifted, right? We can talk about everything basically. So what have you seen so far that kind of tickled your fancy, huh?
I don't know if this is actually embargoed or not. I don't think it is. But I saw the Zeiss booth at this. What are we at now?
Pepcom.
Okay. I saw the Zeiss booth, and they have Google glasses that don't look like it. That don't look bad. They actually look like glasses. So, and they're doing like demos later in the week. So, sign me up because that is awesome.
Very nice. Sasha actually had prescription Google Glass for a long time, so
I wanted that.
I tried to get into it a little bit. But now that the display technology is so much better, I might be more keen because like the lumens
It's
are
actually
higher.
built into the lens.
Yeah. So
Oh, no,
I'd be keen
really?
now.
Yeah, it's not like this. It's not like this board
little
thing that's
dongle
like
thing,
sticking
yeah.
out the side of your head.
Yeah.
It's in the glass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go there. Trust
Yeah.
me.
We want.
God forbid you sit on them, because then
Thank
it's
me later.
screwed
Yeah,
more ways
for
than
real.
one.
Oh God, man, I really
That's
want to see
almost
that
as cool
now.
as my robot butler that I'm moving in with this year.
Rosie?
Yeah, Rosie.
So you saw this too, then?
No.
I didn't see the I didn't see the robot butler. I didn't see the glasses. I think for me the best thing. I'm gonna sound like a broken record by now. One of the guys last night had this beam forming, like active speaker thing. It's like a laser but a speaker. You're like 20 meters away. It's pointed at you. Only you hear what it's saying. It's not really useful from a mobile standpoint, but just technologically, I'm digging this.
All right.
Also, one of those things you can only explain with words and not with video. or a
Michael and I
podcast.
look at this like,
Yeah.
can we film this? Is this going to be? No, there's no way we
Yeah.
can share this with viewers at home. We'll
We're
appreciate
gonna,
this.
like draw little lines on paper and go.
So that you just pointed at the camera and hit the laser, and everyone at home.
Yeah, it'll just be the camera panning back and forth in and out of the shot. I can hear you, now I can't.
Very nice.
Now you realize something, we're talking to MobileGeeks, of course, we're Android Authority, and we got PocketNow. How come we haven't said anything about phones yet?
There haven't been that many.
Yeah,
Not
see?
many exciting ones.
But we do have a new Mategory.
Yes. The Matagory. That's what I want to
It's
call
a
it.
whole new type of product.
It should be Mategory, but I made Michael Fisher promise that if I do not use the word Mategory in an editorial next week, he's going to fire me.
Oh,
So that's going to happen, people.
I didn't
It's a
know he
thing.
had that much power.
It's a thing.
I've been saying Mategory. Am I doing this wrong?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I forgot what I was going to say.
That's all right.
Something about Matagory.
Oh, the Matagory. Yeah, that's a word that just should never be used everywhere.
No, it's a
That
great
sounds
word.
so wrong.
It's
No,
a thing.
well, my favorite was, God bless him for doing the presentation, but he looked up at the screen, and then he was like, I could see the pause in his face. He's just like, how do you say that again? And then he went,
Who signed off on this?
And then he went, Mategory.
Listen, as good as Kevin Ho is, nobody in the world does better press conferences than Richard Yu. Because if Richard Yu was pronouncing it, he would go, Huawei Mate.
Or are we?
And Richard Yu, we love you. Seriously.
Are we forgetting
you are
about-
the best presenter in the world?
You know who we're forgetting about, though, right?
Johnny Shee.
Johnny Shee.
Asus had nothing at CES this year, and it made me so sad. No, actually, Brad Linder from Lilleputing went to the Trump Towers because I was like, dude, there's no way I'm going to Trump Towers. If you know Vegas at all, it is far.
Podcast bomb.
And apparently they have new Transformer books and a new 11-inch, which you guys don't really cover.
I will say, though, like,
Yeah.
they were not here at all.
Well, so Johnny often has his press conference. Yeah.
She got all the mics.
But you know how Johnny, as Asus usually has a press event at CES, and Johnny is there in full form, either like doing magic and taking out the pad phone. Steve, is that you? I'm too busy. Have you seen that? So good. He is the best.
Listen.
Yes. My vote is for Johnny Shi. He's the one. He's the one.
No one shows gratitude like him.
I'm Richard Yu, but
Thank
I will
you.
say Asus. Oh yes, no. I go
don't
Johnny
know
Shi
what just
straight away.
But I'm okay with it.
Yes.
So
Sorry to the listeners if I blew your ears out with that one. I made sure to move the mic down when I did that.
I may appreciate it.
Yeah, it should be fine.
So it'll
But yeah,
show up
I
in
mean-
the comments.
So okay, so if we're talking about Huawei, who's got their phone on them, huh? Who's got their phone on them?
You know what? We had to run to another event, so we couldn't.
Oh my
see
God!
it.
Will you let it go?
No, I will not let it go.
What happened? You had to leave, so
Adam,
you didn't
I
get
don't
your.
blame
We
you.
went to a fuel cell demo, which was very compelling,
Adam,
interesting
I don't blame
technology. We skipped out on the Huawei stuff, on the loop.
We've established, guys, that we're just gonna kind of high five in the middle of the scene just for jokes now.
I mean, honestly,
As close to the camera as you can, ideally.
Yeah, totally.
come for the tech, stay for the
No,
freebies.
the reason why is because when I'm in the middle of the frame, YouTubers, you can see this right now, and then it looks like they're smashing my head. Like, so. See, look at that.
I am crushing your head.
Hey,
The
Adam,
listener.
do you know what would be better than looking like?
No. Now the earphone's in my brain. Now the earphone's in my brain.
Pepcom CES 2016, anything can happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anything
And
and
this
some,
is the last time you'll probably hear any of us on the podcast.
including myself because I can't hear out of my right ear anymore. No, I'm just
It's a
kidding.
farewell podcast. So.
Yeah, we didn't tell you guys. CES is the last Android Authority podcast.
Eardrums grow back. You'll be fine.
So anything else? Did anything, like, I know Michael and Jaime are probably over on the side over there,
You
but
know,
like
I actually
did they show
like-
interest in a lot of stuff, or?
I actually like, and maybe Nicole can speak to this.
Yeah.
I like Huawei's attempt at the ladies' watch.
Oh, this was so magical.
Is there a better name than the ladies' watch? I feel that this is
No.
The lady watch.
Lady watch.
Yeah.
lady watch.
Not the ladies'
Lady
watch.
No, I mean,
Just one lady. Only one lady will buy it.
you know, honestly, of all the attempts that have been made, I think this is the most solid try. Now, I'm a guy. What do I know? So that's why I think this is definitely.
The only thing that I'm not down with about this watch is, well, it's larger than the unisex one. So they actually put
Is
down.
it?
Yeah. So they actually
No-
put
no
down.
way.
Yeah. So they actually put down 42 millimeters on it. But I was talking to the woman from Huawei, and she's like, "This is wrong. It's 44. The jewel version, they had to add 2 millimeters.
gotta have room for the
crystals.
jewels, yeah.
Yeah. So the crystals actually added size to it. So, but they actually. So she told me that, and I was just like, so it's bigger.
I didn't get a
And
chance
thicker.
to look at it in person, but from the shots on the screen, it looked impossibly thin. Was it
Oh,
really
no,
as
no.
sli-
thicker,
it's-
thicker.
Okay,
thicker.
I had a feeling they
Thicker.
played with the imagery a
Yeah,
little bit.
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the question is, Huawei Lady Watch sounds
It
like
sounds
it's got
wrong.
multiple meanings.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey.
that's true. That's true. But I mean, I
was
think
like,
it was
"Nah."
a solid attempt for what it's worth. I mean, maybe it's bigger, maybe it's thicker, but I mean, nobody's added the bling yet, and you know, and
No,
granted, it is CZ. So I mean, if they wanted to go for the gold, they should have gone diamond. But I mean, it is. It's not Zavorsky. I learned that today. It's
Swarovski. Swarovski.
Safari?
that. It's Safari Crystal.
No, I
So-
mean, so I do hear what you're saying. In terms of women's watches, I mean, Asus maybe did better with the Zen Watch 2 with the smaller size, but the bezel was too big. So it was kind of overall a little more of an unattractive device.
That's okay. I'm the only proponent of the Pebble Time round.
Yeah, and I am
Someone's
not.
got to love it.
I love that thing.
Pebble Time round.
Yeah.
Despite the utter lack of battery
Well,
life.
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
what about the Moto 360 Women's Edition?
Could be.
Can we
Yeah.
just okay?
That one's closer. So I get what you're saying about like adding the bling to it, but for me it feels like that time a few years ago when they made devices for women by making it pink and putting lower specs in them. Right? They didn't lower spec it, but like just because it's pink doesn't mean I'm going to pay more for it.
What was the
right?
HTC with the little like dangle off the side?
Oh, the rhyme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
HTC
Yeah.
lady
Dangle, it was a charm.
Ah, of course.
I actually refused to review it.
Foot down.
Yeah, I was like, sorry, no.
Wow. Well, okay, well, what nomenclature would you use for the lady /woman / The Moto 360 smaller.
Mini seems to be a suffix that comes up a lot in this industry.
I hate the word.
I like the words that Huawei used. Elegant, watch elegant. I thought that was nice, but it's just, I mean, if they had made it physically smaller, like, I would have been totally down with it. But, like, the wrist gap is just too big, right?
Okay, I can see that.
I just don't understand why you go that big. I mean, that's been the complaint from day one, is women can't wear this thing because it's got awfully huge.
Yeah.
And so then they add 2 millimeters
they
to
added
it.
That's
2
the thing.
millimeters to it.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Yeah.
The reason why I love the Pebble Time and the Pebble Time Round, for that matter, is because you give anybody with my wrist size a smartwatch that we have in like Android Wear, and if I wanted a Nixon, I would buy a Nixon. You know, like,
It's weighing you down.
yeah.
Well, there's a solution for that.
Huh.
Get fat. Looks
I
great.
agree. It's brilliant.
Food back there. I'll be
Sliders
back.
right up there.
Guys, no, but seriously, why do we need to go women's edition luxury? Can't we just put a W at the end of it? That would be something. Moto 360W. That would just be simple.
Huawei watch fancy.
S for small. I mean, like, even if it's just smaller.
Yeah.
Moto 360 Sexy Edition.
Yeah.
Well,
sexy.
I think the price point also missed
Yeah.
as well. I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty expensive for an
Yeah.
Android Wear watch. I mean,
And like that's why it feels like, oh, we made it pink, because like it's just more expensive and it's the exact same tech.
Pink is the most expensive dye there is.
Oh.
well, that's because they know your man is going to buy it for you while you're at home making sandwiches in the kitchen.
Oh, it's so true.
That's where we're going in this spot. Okay.
So true.
Oh no. And he's the married one.
And on that
How
bombshell,
much longer? No comment?
It was a good run.
Yeah. Thank you
in
guys
the
for
work.
watching and listening for almost 50 episodes. We almost got there, guys.
Adam, it was nice knowing you.
She's not watching. Don't worry about it.
That's what he thinks.
Oh my goodness. I realized something. We had Edgar over here. I was totally just about to, give him the conch, and then you two came, and then Edgar just
We
left.
just scared him away.
Well,
Yeah.
Edgar asked what we wanted to drink, then he bought Nicole's drink, and then he just ran.
He just bounced. Yeah.
He knew where the talent was.
The man has good taste. What can I say?
Ah, well, there you go.
Well,
Hey, it's a.
No more microphone for you.
oh man.
All right.
I
Well,
keep forgetting that the camera's on. I have to keep looking that way.
well,
so.
it is what
I've
it is.
not looked at it since
You
we
have such a
started.
lovely profile.
Well, the last time anytime I do a video podcast, I'm sitting in front of the laptop, and it's,
Yeah.
so I just.
I like the 3/4 from below look you get with the built-in webcam too. It's an attractive angle.
Yeah.
I do that just for you.
And there are no lower thirds here either, so it's all just this,
Google Hangouts.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
Google
going to
Hangouts.
say. Google Hangouts.
Well, what are we excited for? I know that we probably have seen all that there is to see thus far. Is there anything that? Okay, you know what? Then
And I love that CES hasn't officially started yet.
Yeah, exactly.
We're done. It's played out.
Yeah, we're pretty much done with.
We're all flying out tomorrow, right?
Well, this is the thing. If we're not talking about coverage-wise, what do you really want to see here?
I can start. So the thing that I'm most looking forward to, right? Okay, so actually, I'll give you my CES schedule, basically. So tomorrow morning,
Stalkers take note.
Stalkers take note. I'll be in Central Hall tomorrow to knock off Qualcomm, Intel, like a bunch of the big booths. But what I'm actually excited for after that, in the afternoon, I'm going to go to the Sands because there's a wearable hall. The entire hall is just full of wearables. So I'm going to go and look and see if anybody's miniaturized any of their wearables so they fit onto a women's frame. So I think that this year is wearables have been around long enough that they should have the tech to make them small enough to fit onto my wrist.
Misfits got really small ones. They
Yeah,
just
but
don't
they
do a hell of a
fall
lot.
apart. I actually paid for 2 Misfits and they fell apart.
Well-
and then I went to them and I'm like, it broke. And I'm like, here, we'll replace it with the exact same one. And that broke.
Is it
They
going to
have
end up?
Christmas lights on them.
Well, is it going to end up like normal tech? So it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and then it just gets massive. So we're going to end up with 6-inch screens on our wrists
Not
and
before
stuff.
we go Zoolander phone.
Oh yeah, the Zoolander phone. Nice. Yeah, that's great. So you continue with your schedule.
Well, and then we have showstoppers tomorrow night where we're gonna have many drinks, right?
Well, the food.
Lots
the food.
and lots and
And
lots
food.
of
For me, it's the food.
That
That's
would
true.
be
It's
the
really about the
exception,
drinks,
I'm
but
sure.
Joshua's trying to act cool.
You You've been to a Showstoppers. It's really good food.
It is really good food. I like Showstoppers a lot.
Yeah.
They had tots here, though. I mean,
I don't know. Pepcom
No?
was weak for vegetarian options, so I was a bit disappointed
yeah.
in this one.
The only person who opened the slider and threw the meat out. So
Those sliders are good,
Don't want
man.
to carb.
So
I might get one in a little bit.
Maybe tomato sauce.
Well, Nirave, what are you thinking about for CES? What is the thing you want to see? Because we're starting up tomorrow. Aside from our booth,
Oh yes.
what do you want to see at?
I
You have
want
a
to
booth?
see
Yes, we do,
the.
I need a booth.
yeah.
Excellent.
I'm really looking forward to seeing the back of trestles at our booth and trussels and what the hell do you call those things? Scaffolding, guys. That's the easy one. No,
Yeah.
but what do I want to see? Do you know what? I want to see something different. Come on, man. Tech has just become. There's only so much you can do to keep it interesting. Guys, be innovative. Be creative. Be
Says
crazy.
the man in front of a room full of people who are trying to do just
no,
that.
to be fair, though, I was saying that to Michael earlier. It used
Ask
to
me again tomorrow. This is probably the better answer.
I feel like 30 years ago, the thing was you had an appliance, you want to innovate, you put a clock on it. These days, you have an appliance, you put a Wi-Fi on it.
Put a
Toaster
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi, microwave Wi-Fi. It's something new.
Yeah.
These days, you have an appliance, you put Android on it.
Ah.
No. Samsung put Tizen. Let's be real here.
Tizen, sorry, yeah, because Tizen's the new Android, guys.
I want an iron with
Android's
WebOS.
You be
OS.
careful. You be careful.
And all of that is the new Windows.
All right. How about?
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
but I actually disagree with you about this whole. It's boring. It's like I actually want to know where half of these companies got the money to make these products.
Yeah.
Like, cause like there are so many
Nicole.
random and nonsensical things here.
Startups, babe. That's it.
Yeah, but like this is how I know we're in a bubble, guys.
No, it's not that. It's the fact that 10 years ago, there used to be like 100 billionaires in the world. Now, I think at the last count, there was over 10,000 billionaires. So that's kind
Inflation,
of, if you
baby.
look at dispersion of wealth from there, too many people have too much money.
There's a booth over there that has a wearable that reminds you to take a deep breath.
Oh, deep
what
breath.
now?
Oh, wait, it's
A
breathe
deep
in,
breath, deep
then
breath.
breathe out?
Deep
I
breath.
get that mixed up.
Joshua, it's time for your breath, man. We'll be back in 3 seconds.
Just saying. I don't know where the money
In with
came
the love,
from. There's a lot of
out with the
innovation in
jive.
here.
Well, as the member of the team that meditates, I kind of like.
Is
that.
any of
I'm
it
not
good,
gonna
though?
lie. Well, I was just telling them, as the member of the team who actually meditates, I kind of like that. Yeah. Just saying.
And breathe.
But come on.
And breathe.
But come on.
Ah, there's Edgar.
And breathe. Hey, he's
we were
back
just
with the
saying how we
alcohol.
missed you.
All right, there
Oh,
are those
God.
for me.
Sorry, I got stuck.
I mean, I honestly don't. You can send it. I'll drink
Edgar,
it.
come over here. Come over here. Edgar. Come
I
on,
can
come on.
only dream.
Edgar's coming round, everybody.
We're going around the table essentially. We're asking after what we have already seen at CES, what is it that you're looking forward to seeing now?
We have a booth at South Hall. That is going to be amazing. We're going to bring some people in, do some interviews. I'm going to keep
food are you
taking
serving?
some, what?
What food are you serving?
Very-
This is CES.
Very old In-N-Out burgers.
In-N-Out burgers, bro. We got plenty of them.
Ace's
4 day old.
restaurant
Yeah.
is just next door.
I'll continue to take some badass JPEGs. I don't know if you guys seen them. Working really hard on that. So
Yeah, this guy's images are amazing, and a lot of them are of me right now. I'm just saying, you know.
yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Just keep working. In terms of devices, oh man, I guess I always do this off the clock and something. But I go and look at all the cameras at Nikon, Canon, and
you know what?
Polaroid, and
Can I go with you?
Yeah, let's go.
I still want to go with Edgar
a
when we
date.
do that.
Yeah, but that's mostly what I'm looking forward the most.
Yeah, actually, IFA had a really good time going around to all the camera booths, and like they set up these really great demo areas where you get to like practice taking pictures. Like Sony had like all these crazy models that you could practice taking photos of.
It's like at a wedding where you have the nice like dress-up booth. You put the little mustaches on.
I'll also take a lot of
Is that
pictures
just
of
me?
booth babes, so you guys should stay tuned to that.
We're gonna have a whole expose on.
Yeah, we're
Booth
gonna
Babes.
write a post and be like, top 10 booth babes at CES. And I'll have great images there.
You know what's crazy though? I read a story one time last year at CES that the whole booth babe thing is no longer a thing.
No, it's not.
It's
Yeah.
not the same, but it's going on.
So-
Well,
last
no,
decade.
but they had naked women one year, and then like
like the
literally
painted ones.
the painted
Yeah,
women.
those
They
are
were just
great.
walking around.
Have you seen the women from like a Fruit of the Loom commercial with like grapes all over them?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Leotards?
saw that.
I don't know what's going on with that.
That was the most surreal thing I've seen today.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, it's a
is
thing.
there
And I've seen some surreal things.
So like they have,
It happened.
is it like what, smart panties?
Smart panties. Yeah, okay, how can you like inject technology into that, right?
I mean, you shove the word smart in front of anything, and chances are it's at CES here right now. So.
IoT, right? IoT, all that
I drank
stuff.
smart water earlier today.
Oh, yeah, that's some smart stuff.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean, just over there is a smart ceiling fan. Like, like there's everything.
Let's add some symmetry to the frame over
Has
here. Let's
anybody
scoot it
looked at
over.
the kangaroo booth? I'm
Kangaroo
looking
booth?
at them right now. They're right behind the camera here. I'm intrigued. I got to be honest.
So is that your answer to the question? Because I'm going to go and move it over to you guys over here.
Well, actually, I'm going to let Steven answer. I'm going to go do some field reporting.
Yeah.
I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you what kangaroo is. 'Cause
Okay.
I got to know.
Let's do it.
So I'll be right back.
Live on Android
I've
Authority
known a few.
Podcast. Adam Doud of PocketNow is helping Android Authority figure out what this vendor is.
Kangaroos are not that smart. I mean, I don't know what they're trying to do with that name there, but I'm going to cheat a little bit. I think I
Okay.
saw my most exciting thing already today. I finally got to try the HTC Vive.
Oh, yeah.
After hearing,
Ooh, so good.
I feel like a dickhole because I didn't love it. It's really, really cool.
Okay,
And
okay.
I'm probably going to buy one.
Okay, so my thing is that I did the demo. We did the demo
Yeah.
at
Oh,
MWC,
yeah.
but it was run by Steam. This is run by HTC.
Ah.
So
And HP.
actually, and HP, right? So the thing is, right, when the demo is done by Steam, they give you a full half hour, and the demos are like different than what HTC just runs
They're
on their own.
spectacular.
Right? They're spectacular.
I mean, I read
Like the-
Michael's
like,
write-up.
yeah.
I think I saw the underwater thing, the aperture science
Did
thing.
you do the light painting?
I did the light painting
With the
thing.
fire?
The UI kind of crashed while I was doing it, but
Ah.
when
And
it
then-
worked, it
Yeah,
was
well,
neat.
them's the breaks, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
I don't
And
know.
you didn't love it?
The tracking is really good.
Yeah, the tracking's good.
I don't love the resolution of it. I hate to be that guy, but I'm seeing screen door everywhere I look.
Okay, you know what? When we did it 10 months ago, it's true, right? Like things have actually progressed since the Vive first came out.
But this
Because
is
it's almost a year later.
yeah, and then they've made some
Yeah.
that has the front-facing camera
You're
on it
right.
now. You can see this like view into the world around you, but at the same time though, it's not a pair of cameras. So you're in a 3D world and you have a 2D window pop up of the outside view. They could have gone a little bit further. I realize I'm an asshole for taking this position.
No. But so
I'm okay with
Sasha and I have this discussion often because Sasha also wears glasses. Did you wear your glasses in the demo?
I did.
So
it was
actually,
weird.
yeah. So actually, like we have discussions, and I'm just like, no, I didn't see that. So actually, your glasses actually affect the VR
Aha.
perception. So when I don't see side of the side of the view, he sees it because of his glasses.
Interesting. I would
So
have taken them
actually,
off.
yeah. So actually, it actually does change things significantly because we had a big argument on a podcast once, and I was like, "No, man, you're totally wrong. It wasn't like that. I put it back on my face, and I'm like, no."
Oh man.
was that on the live stream?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
We're a lot of live streams.
Yeah, there were, yeah.
MobileGeeks.de. You can find all of our live streams there.
We call okay. So I guess our three companies are because we have a very affectionate name for what me, Nicole, and Michael Fisher tend to do every show, and that's
What's that?
collaborate. We
Yeah.
call ourselves the trifecta. But
Okay.
you know what? I'm going to extend that. It's not just the three of us. It's also the whole team. It's our team. You know.
Yeah,
And
It's one
our
big happy
team.
family.
Roland is right there. You know, he's
Yeah.
chilling. You know, so it's great.
He was there for a hot second.
Yeah, he was putting his
He's
camera
like, look
down.
after
yeah.
my camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Away from us. Kind
Oh,
of
here
a
we go.
slight.
Here comes Adam.
Oh,
Kangaroo tech.
live reporting. Here we
I
go.
would like to change my answer.
Oh,
What is that?
All right, now I went over to
You
Kangaroo.
got free stuff.
I went over to Kangaroo and I asked him, "What is a kangaroo?" And I expected a completely stupid CES crap answer.
Okay.
Let me tell you what a kangaroo is. A kangaroo is a box about the size of a BlackBerry Passport that runs a full version of Windows 10 with 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigabytes of storage, plugs into a dock.
okay.
You can carry it with you like a Lumium 950 with Continuum that doesn't suck.
That's a plus.
And
Wait, doesn't suck?
And you take your charging cable for the iPad, you plug that in the USB port on the dock, you plug that into the iPad becomes a monitor for the Kangaroo.
Okay,
That's
nice.
pretty dope.
Windows 10 iOS intermingling love. I'm on board.
Mind
I
blown.
like.
On board.
I was with you until I fell asleep at the word Windows.
At the what?
At the word Windows.
Well, okay, but still.
I mean, am I right?
Well, you have to
my
understand,
God.
I'm contractually obligated to say that. It was in my contract when I signed it for Android Authority. But
Damn, guy. I mean, look,
No,
I understand that this has absolutely nothing to do with any of your listeners, but this is like. Here, hold this.
You're gonna get animated.
I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna go talk to them as soon as I'm done here because I need to know more.
oh, there, go
So,
for
and
it.
this is just like spec sheets, and I asked if they had anything on paper that I could read, but
Paper.
I know,
I
right?
know.
They were
crazy.
like paper. What?
Like from trees and crap?
You know what?
Did you go to Vietnam?
When before I came to CES, I had to print out like 50 sheets of stuff, and I literally had to stand at my printer and feed in one piece of paper at a time. I wanted to die by the end of it.
You have kids, don't you? You know they're good for things like this.
Yeah, not my son. He loses focus too much. But I mean, Office Max could have done it for me for $30, and it was almost worth the $30 just to not have to deal with that. But anyway,
Kinko's, man. Kinko's.
I'm sure you can find money for the startup idea that you have.
I'm done with it now. Thank God. But Jesus Christ. Anyway, so what did I miss while I was gone?
Stephen was just
I
telling us.
complained about the vibe
Yeah, he
because I'm
complained
dead
so
inside.
hard. So hard.
You know, it's funny.
You don't know how to let go.
It's funny. I wanted to go see the Vive,
Yeah.
but you're only each outlet is only allowed one, and Steven outranks me.
That is not true. We put in like 3 people in there.
Like right here.
Now
Yeah,
you
you
see,
can do
you're
it
not.
here.
Yeah.
Now you're not supposed to tell me that because I didn't go because of this. But on the plus side, I did actually get 2 hours worth of actual work done while he was doing this.
Ooh.
So
That's true because
It's
you
like
do
a unicorn at CES getting actual work
I
done.
know
A little bit, but you know what?
It's funny though. The thing that I'm actually looking forward to is kind of plays off of Steven is I really want to see something good from VR. Because I mean,
you don't want it
the
to have.
Vive is fine as long as you don't mind being tied to a computer.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to do Microsoft HoloLens demo
Ooh,
in
I
Chicago.
haven't done that yet. Oh,
And I got
I
to
haven't
play
done
the
it yet.
game with the
haven't done it
thing
either, but
that
it
comes
looks
out of the
amazing.
wall and you shoot them.
Bugs and all that.
It was pretty cool. But
That thing
I'm just
becomes your
waiting for
computer.
something VR to just completely blow my head off. So, and this is funny because before this, I didn't even think about VR. I didn't even really care. But
No one
now
did.
I want VR, and I want it hard. So
I imagine.
No, couldn't have made it, right?
I want someone to.
I want it hard.
I want someone to fake it and like put a VR headset on you, and then when a wave is coming at you, they just throw a bucket of water on you, and at that moment,
You know what? I would totally buy that.
comes
Maybe
with
they
your.
can make the robot do it.
Yeah,
Oh,
my robot
yeah, that's
roommate,
right,
my
the
robot
butler.
roommate. Totally perfect.
You can program those things easy.
All right, great.
Who
Well,
wants drinks?
I think we're. Well, you know what? We're gonna sign off over here in a second.
All
'cause
right,
we're
I'm
gonna.
empty, so.
Oh, okay. Well,
I gotta go.
we're coming up on the 45-minute
signing
mark
off.
over
I
here.
don't think I just walked right
But I
in
think
front
I
of the
just
camera.
found. I think I just found one of them, or 2 of the men of honor over at your side. Okay.
Yeah, let's go for sure.
Yeah. You know what? Why don't we get a refill? Let's make this just a 1 hour. Let's
pelt
just do
them.
1 hour dead over here.
You know
Let's
what?
go ahead.
Hey, Android Authority.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
This is awful. I know. I'm like 5 Roman Cokes in, so I'm gonna go get number 6. Android Authority. Peace out. Thanks for having me on.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Let's
man.
see, it's nice to meet you in the flesh finally.
And Steven, stay cool.
Okay.
All right.
Stay
I
cool
will
on the
do
podcast.
my very, very best.
You know how we keep them from staying cool on the podcast? Vive.
I'm starting to heat up. Fever attempts.
Where we go?
Hey.
Fresh from doing some work over on the
Michael
side. We
Fisher.
have Michael Fisher of PocketNow right here.
Oh, you
All right.
Yeah.
No, we're doubling down. I told. No, it's all the above.
Feel a little. Oh, thank you, Stephen.
Oh, sorry.
I appreciate your
I
sharing.
was just
with
about
me.
to give you the mic after I got done talking.
No, you're a good host, man. Don't second guess yourself. This is a great time. I just came from a Vive experience, but it wasn't my own Vive experience. It was Hayato Huseman.
Oh God, tell us what happened.
Well, he had a wonderful time. He was he's a youngin', so he cried.
He has a soul. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
has a
yeah.
soul.
Steven's not. He's not as jaded as some people in our current circle. What have you guys been talking about? I don't mean to hijack the conversation.
Well, you know what?
Showing
Okay, so
up.
we started off talking about what we may have seen, and then it turned into something about drinks and
Our love of Windows. We've been talking a lot about Windows on this.
about Windows.
On,
Yeah.
on this Android Authority podcast.
on the Android Authority podcast. Yeah.
Outstanding,
We
yeah.
talked about the kangaroos. So your colleague Adam Doud just straight up did a product, like basically a product reaction on my channel to Kangaroo. He went over there. We talked for a while. He came back and he gave us the whole spiel.
What the hell is... All right, I'll have to watch the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter. But I tried to, speaking of Windows, I tried to go find the HP Falcon. You know what they told me?
What?
They cannot confirm or deny the existence of the HP Falcon or a product called the Falcon.
Shouldn't it be called the Phoenix then?
Ooh.
That should have been my comeback, but I am not as slick today.
Michael,
Yes.
it's because it's all a figment of your imagination.
You're right. This is like, I feel very roguish.
Well, Steven can tell you, I've been changing the levels all day, this whole time, just making sure that we're not peaking too hard.
This is very gorgeous. This
You
is
are-
a nice piece of equipment.
Wait for it. Actually, you know what? You listen a little bit of it.
We're gonna share earbuds like a couple of lovers? Yeah. Oh, yes, indeed.
Do you know what it really is?
Oh, there you are, Nirave. I didn't know who
Hello,
were.
how are you today, Michael
Very
Fisher?
nice to see you. You want to hug again?
It's
What's
Michael
up?
Fisher from PocketNow, everybody.
Hello.
The one and only
Dulcet
Michael
tones.
Fisher.
Yes. What, Nirave?
Huh?
What?
What?
You were going to say something.
I was going to say,
Yes.
we decided that given that Joshua Vergara has had an entire month off, it would be apt to make sure he's up to scratch by just changing volumes and moving the mic up and
You
down.
suck.
Yeah.
We got to make sure Josh is on point, y'all.
Just tweak those sliders a little bit.
More on point than he was.
We went to...
Steven's got it down.
We rode a camel. Looked out for everyone. Sorry.
You guys are giving me such a hard time. Oh, no, it's perfectly
Yeah.
fine. But the best part about this, though, is that I literally just got this like 2 hours ago.
I like this.
It's good, right?
Yeah,
It's
I like
really
this very
nice.
much. This
Yeah.
is all very good.
Yeah.
Listen,
very, very
Jaime
nice.
will kill me if I don't get him in on the vibe, so I have to scoot for 1 second to make sure he gets in that line before they close.
Give us a quick 10-second answer, okay?
10-second answer.
Out of everything that we've already seen and we've already established is not all amazing, what are you looking forward to seeing?
What am I looking forward to seeing? Man, I have seen actually more here than I expected to. I just came from the Next Bit Robin,
Oh, yeah.
which Jaime had gone hands-on with ages ago, but now it's finished, a little more finalized.
Oh my God.
It's not soft touch. Do you know what they call the material on the back? They call it baby skin.
Isn't that a throwback? OnePlus?
To what?
The
To
OnePlus
One?
One.
What do you mean?
That was the white. The white.
The white
on
was-
It was
really?
called baby skin.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
I see. I didn't follow the OnePlus One back
Oh,
then.
fair
I was
enough,
like-
fair
and if
enough,
I
yeah.
did, it was the Sandstone, which I adored. Whoa!
Wait.
I'm supposed to bring you to vibe.
See,
Yeah, no, he's about to bring you right
Jaime
now.
has
What am I
just
looking
turned up,
forward to?
but Hayato turned up before
the
him.
first podcast ever done where nobody's drunk?
No.
Doesn't include you, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Not now.
What are you talking about? I'm still sober-ish, kind of.
Okay,
Somewhat.
You're actually
Remember,
English I
symmetry
can
in the
understand
frame.
right now, so I don't believe
Let's
that.
move up this way.
Newer, faster wireless charging is debuting, I think, tomorrow.
There you go. I like that answer.
I'm
Yes.
going to see that because I'm a nerd about that kind of stuff.
There we go. Yeah, we'll see
need
you
to
guys
go
in a
see.
bit.
Thank you for
We are going to
having
sign off though, so we'll see you after the podcast.
We
All right,
Now we
well,
have
there
the
you
Adam
sexy
Doud
man
these
from
Vive demos are going
Pocket
on.
Now.
He will
So I don't know why this guy over here is in the
I was
podcast.
dragged here against my will by Adam Doud.
Well,
So-
Say the
Hayato,
matter.
we love you, but clearly the feeling ain't mutual, y'all.
We love you, man.
No, you know what it is?
Even though you swindled your way into CES this year.
That was some deft action.
What are we talking here?
All right, Hayato.
Not only getting into CES, but getting into Pepcom without a business card. They were being, we love being here at Pepcom. They are strict about this.
They really are. I mean, like you can literally print off a business card. Oh, we need to punch it. We need to get close like a
no,
family.
I just want some symmetry in the
Hayato,
frame.
we have one question for you.
What's that?
1 second answer. Shots?
No,
No, Especially
because I'm
here.
not doing Sambuca ever again in my life.
and that is a story you're going to have to hear another time, but never on this podcast.
Both shoes are still
Or ever.
on. Okay.
Hey,
Well,
doing better.
quick shout out to Hayato here. We did see Michael and Jaime, and we had pretty much the whole. Are you out? Are you out?
Yeah, I have to do some work.
Okay, I'm so sorry to keep you for so long. Everybody, Nicole Scott,
Bye, guys.
thank you so much for coming by.
Yeah.
Come
We'll
on
see-
around.
We'll see you. We'll see you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bye.
We might do this again. We might do this again this week, all right?
We'll
Okay.
see you at your amazing booth. Yeah.
Come check it out. South Hall Entrance 1, y'all.
All right, we'll see you guys in a bit.
Go for it. Yeah, I mean, well, you know what? They said it was going to end at 10, but no one's even breaking down one bit. Anyway, so quick shout out to the guys at Pocket Now. We just saw MobileGeeks leave. Roland is there and taking Nicole away from our podcast tonight. But in any case, I want to give you guys a thank you again.
Thank you so much for having us on.
No problem. We wanted to make this as fun as possible because it's my first podcast back. So
He's a bit rusty, y'all.
a little bit. Well, then again,
Warming up.
I have equipment that I'm just learning how to use.
is so
and
pretty.
you're over here freaking messing
man.
up my audio.
We don't make life easy.
Well, I hope I'm doing a good job at least, even though I'm a little bit rusty. But in any case, back to my shout out to PocketNow, the whole team. We're probably going to have Michael and Jaime back onto the show for a more formal episode. But I just wanted this one to be super fun.
Hoity-toity.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you're the one who, on my first time on the PocketNow Weekly, he straight up dropped like every hard drive on his desk.
Yeah, a little bit of a mess.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Hayato, will this be the last trade show we see you at?
God, I hope not. It's probably going to be, not probably, it's definitely going to be the last trade show with PocketNow, unfortunately.
Is that a hint? Are you hinting at us?
It's not. I've been out of PocketNow for months, man.
Steven's standing right here.
There's no hint here.
Steven's going to tell Michael right now. And I'm going to tell Darcy. I'm just kidding.
No, it's not going to be my last one. I'm going to be at CES probably every year for the at least until I get burnt out on it.
Oh, well, fair enough.
So,
well, hey, thank you so much for coming on, guys.
Always a
there
pleasure.
you go. And Steven, one last time, thank you so much. And
Love
you know
you,
what?
man.
There you go. All right, guys, keep it tuned to Android Authority for even more of 2016's CES. I almost said that backwards, but I recovered. Anyway, but yes, the Android Authority podcast will be live on the show floor and at the booth that Android Authority has at the South Hall entrance. So if you guys are coming to CES, especially on the last day, from the public, of course, maybe not necessarily in the press, but we will see some of you there. Come and stop by. We might have some goodies for you to have if you answer some questions about Android. Just saying. But in any case, stay tuned to the Android Authority podcast. For the listeners across all podcast networks, make sure that you keep listening and tell your friends about our podcast and make sure that they subscribe on the YouTube channel. You can look forward to even more days of the Android Authority podcast for the first time live on YouTube. So maybe it might become a thing after. We don't know yet. But for now, we have it all throughout CES. So keep it tuned, everybody, here. And I want you guys to join me on my signature phrase here. We, PocketNow, Android Authority, and MobileGeeks are your source for all things Android.
Mobile.